I have many requests from people asking me how to take care of their dog's toenails once they get too long and out of shape. This is Spencer. He's one of our male poodles, and I've let his toenails grow for about 5 months. I haven't touched them. They're really long, and you can see, well, he's poking holes in my tabletop where I put a piece of paper down. He will scratch hardwood floors. He'll tear your clothes up. These are just really not what you want in a home situation. But if you go to your groomer is going to go in here and just trim your little toe off and say, I'm done with it, and that's trimmed. But you actually want to I'm going to take half of this toenail off. Before you start to trim your toenails, you want to use a product called Cut Close. Some of them are called Stop Bleed. There's many different things on the market that basically, this is just scriptic powder. This is the old-fashioned powder, like when guys used to use a straight razor or a old-fashioned razor on their face and would nick their face. This is what they would use on the end of a little stick to stop the bleeding. This does burn a little bit. Usually they don't mind the toenails cut. They don't like the stop bleed I'm going to put on. Clipper-wise, I would get a good pair of side-cut clippers, something that's easy to hang on to, spring-loaded. They have type of a bite like a parrot's mouth or a clamp bite. Some of them are called a guillotine style, where when you squeeze the handle, there's a bar that slides up and trims your toenails. They usually don't do as good a job, and they leave your toenail jagged and sharp. So when you start, if it's an older dog, and I know Spencer pretty well, and he isn't going to like this, but he'll sit and let me do this. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to take half this toenail off. I want to see this toenail turn pink on the end, and it didn't. I really want to go in and nick that quick. So I'm going to take just a smidgen more off. And if I kind of wait here, there we go. It's just starting to turn pink. It's going to bleed a little bit, and that's what I wanted. I take some Stop Bleed, apply to the end of the toenail. Sometimes it takes twice, and then it doesn't bleed, and you're finished. So you can see the huge difference in these nails, the ones I just cut in this one. This is the one I took the little tip off of, like the groomer would do. So I'm going to go in and whack it off. Now I have a nice little spot that turned pink. I'm going to put a little bit of Stop Bleed on it. It's all finished bleeding, no big deal. So you can see the headway we've made on getting rid of these huge toenails. Same thing on this nail. I'm going to go in here and chop it off. Put a little bit of Stop Bleed on it. And no problem, it stops right away. Spencer says, okay, I've had enough. Alright, last toenail. So I'm going to go in here, pop it in half, take a little bit of Stop Bleed, put on top of it, make sure that I got both the spots when I do that. There we go. Now we're finished. So that gives you a really nice foot, won't tear your floors up. Your dog doesn't die. The next time you trim toenails, I would do this about every 4 weeks. I would go in and trim right back to where you are off right now. And you may or may not get a little bit of turning pink. If you don't, that's great. The next month you cut off and go this short, you probably will nick the quick a little bit. That's what keeps your toenails short, because the quick retracts once you nick it. So hopefully that helps all of you, and if you have any other questions, feel free to give me a call.